Wants one drink, he wants another. We're trying to do the show. Usually. He needs to go to the bathroom.
Usually.
How do you put up with that?
He's a diva.
A little bit of a. I mean, every group has to have a diva, right?
And he's it.
It's kind of sort of.
I guess it changes. It's like a revolving door.
Who's the diva today?
A mix of him and the other one.
Right. So it's like you've got to have one.
I'm the laziest one.
The laziest. Easy.
I'm up by 7 every morning. Doing something.
Right.
That doesn't mean productive, but I'm doing something. I'm not lazy when I tackle my endeavors.
Something is better than nothing. I'm going to quickly do the intro for the show here. Mary Jane, good afternoon. We are very excited today. We have the boys of Warm Brew in the house, chilling out, kicking it. They are repping the LA very, very hard, doing their thing. They have a new record out called New Content. It's an amazing record. It has some features, from some friends, Wiz Khalifa, Dom Kennedy, good people. You should be listening to it if you have not already. We have some late arrivals. It's all good. Gentlemen, thanks so much for coming through.
Wait, did you wash your hands?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's great. Guys, hand washing is recommended for everyone, not just employees. Why is it only employees? Employees wash your hands. There's a sign. It's just like
employees must make it. The people need everyone that steps in this restaurant needs to wash their hands.
Have some decency.
And it should be legalized. That too.
Yeah, it's a law.
Yeah.
There should be like a check, like a scanner on the way out.
Like your hands are filthy.
Very, very, very dirty hands.
Very dirty hands.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Quick
we do
hands.
Our jazz hands.
Jazz hands to quick hands.
We do some jazz hands. We do some jazz hands. Okay, guys, so let's talk a little bit about New Content. You guys have been in the studio working hard. What was sort of the genesis of this project?
I think that this project started with the EP, and we had a whole idea about this whole kind of a story about us diagnosing. We had an EP called Diagnosis, and we wanted to introduce that into the album, but we completely kind of changed the idea. So there's a lot of songs that aren't on this album that when we first started, there were songs themed about psychology and therapy and stuff like that, because we were originally going to call the album Group Therapy. So time flies by, lives change a little bit, situations change, and better ideas come up, time changes everything, and we ended up just calling it New Content.
Here we are, enjoying New Content. Now, what was the original thought, though, there with the group therapy? Are you guys advocates of the therapy proper?
We believe in anything anyone does to feel, obviously not like people have some self-destructive streaks and they're saying they're like helping themselves, so obviously not like advocating like drug use to try and heal yourself, but like it's born to anything you're willing to do to be happy, you know what I mean? That's at the end of the day what we want. We want people to be happy. So the group therapy thing came, like you said, it was the tail end of Diagnosis, the prior EP that we dropped. And we were just going to continue off of that, and then we were just sitting on the music for a long time. We were sitting on it for a while, and then things just started to change. Like our view towards certain things changed a little bit, so then it grew into New Content. But yeah, I say we do support the idea of therapy. Like I said, we just want people to be happy.
I think our idea was that we're going to the studio and being around each other was the therapy. You know what I mean? Being in a group, that was our therapy. Just the music.
Yes. Music can be therapeutic.
Simple to play.
I like that. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier about movies and mushrooms. What do you think are movies that you definitely should watch on mushrooms, and what are some movies you shouldn't watch on mushrooms?
You want to do the do's and I'll do the don'ts?
I think that's fair.
Okay. Do's. Excuse me. Do's. I would say like Dumb and Dumber. Should would just be even funnier. Just the simple slapstick comedy shit. I'm trying to think of a really good Disney movie with
Alice in Wonderland. It's a good time.
Oh yeah, like what is it? Fantasia.
Fantasia is a great fucking time.
I saw that and watched it on shrooms.
Whoa, that is an awesome time. I've done that one too.
Yeah, and I was like, this is fun. It's very intense. Don't get me wrong. That shit is intense. Let's get another one. Soul Plane.
Soul Plane on mushrooms.
Soul Plane's funny.
You've done it?
Soul Plane's no, but I would assume because
You advocate for it.
I've seen Soul Plane as a youth and as an adult on high, not high,
And it
drunk,
aged
not
well.
drunk, and it ages. I wouldn't even say that was a bad movie in the first place. People shit on Soul Plane. I was like, it was one of my favorite romantic comedies.
Wait, you're throwing around this romantic comedy thing. So
there was a
loosely.
love, and there was Kevin Hart had a love interest.
All right,
It's
man.
romantic.
All right,
It was
all right.
romantic.
Guys, is Soul Plane a romantic comedy?
It's a rom-com.
Rom-com. We're voting rom-com here on About That Time. You guys got to make your own decisions.
It's a rom-com. I show it to I take my girl to go see that.
I gotta take my girl to see Barbershop, but it don't mean that's a rom-com.
Hey,
And it doesn't mean she's going to like it.
doesn't mean she's not gonna fall in love with you after the movie.
Don't watch Jaws on shrooms. It's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. It heightened my fear of the ocean.
Yeah, that's
I was already
it's a
scared.
shame.
Oh, it's awful. It's crazy now.
What creatures doth liveth below?
God.
Jaws.
See,
Jaws. Could be
sharks,
Jaws.
they're
Never
so
know.
afraid of sharks. And it's move or terrified of
Yeah,
sharks.
man. Like, I feel like it's a reasonable fear.
Sharks? Come on, how many people you know have got attacked by a shark?
None. I'm terrified of sharks and snakes.
See, okay,
And Komodo dragons.
snakes.
Those
are,
shit scare the fuck out of me. Komodo dragons.
Those are a bit scary, but fear is a crazy word. Snakes, that's been noted, like in the Bible and all this from the past. Snakes are just I think they're interesting, but I still think I'm still terrified of if I open a briefcase, I think a fucking black mom is gonna come at me or.
Nah, I'm not. That's illogical. I'm talking about like.
Oh, the snake put this python.
I ain't touching no snake.
I've had a python around me.
Like,
and I was
Anaconda.
it's a sensual
Anaconda
animal.
got me as a kid.
I feel you.
Anaconda. That movie was.
Don't
ridiculous.
watch that because Ice Cube dies and it's like J-Lo.
Don't watch Devil's Advocate. When I did the Devil's Advocate, that was. I mean, it was a good time, but it's just not a good movie to watch. It draws on, and then
anything with satanic themes.
No, that wasn't the issue. It was Keanu Reeves.
He's so naive.
He was the issue. I was picking him
Al
apart.
Pacino.
I was picking Keanu Reeves apart, man. He just wasn't a good time to
Like,
me.
of course he's gonna try to kill you at one point in this movie, and the people you love. It's Pacino.
Usual Suspects is solid too, but I just watched that drunk, or with a little weed.
There's a lot of good movies you can watch on shrooms, but that's more background music. You want stuff with good soundtracks, like old school. You want people. You want
Shaft on
Do
shrooms.
not watch Shaft on shrooms, yo.
Yes, old school shrooms. Shaft. It works. I like it. I'm sold.
Soundtrack, bump it up a little bit extra, couple extra decibels.
Or Foxy Brown if you're trying to get like the Pam Grier effect really in there. I don't know. It's up to what you're into. The L word could be put.
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa would be a good time.
I love me some Bad Santa.
All right, guys, we've kept it positive so far, though, but maybe we should switch gears. What are the don'ts? What shouldn't we be
Fear and
watching?
Loathing was a waste of time watching.
I didn't like Fear. I didn't like Fear and Loathing being high because it kind of creeped me out.
And I've tried
Like,
that.
don't give me- don't
that's
involve
the
me in your
cliche one.
shit.
Obviously, I said Jaws. Harry Potter. Don't do any of the Harry fucking Potters. I've never seen a Star Wars. I feel like that would go on the do's list.
He hasn't seen Star Wars.
Yeah, crazy.
No Star Wars of any kind.
Have not.
Are you ready? Are you open to it? What's the vibe?
I
It's the niggatry.
I just never did it, and then I don't know, just.
It's the stigma.
If
Now it's a thing.
No, if someone sat me down and they're just like, look, I got all of them. We'll watch them in the orders they came out. I will sit there and watch it. I'll give that a try.
Had you told me that, I would have purchased all of
Yeah,
them.
but I'm not gonna go out at this point. I'm not gonna go seek it. I'm not gonna go find it. But if someone sits me down and they have all the movies, I'll watch them all in a row.
It is important.
I've also never seen Game of Thrones.
I too.
I'm not
a
into
deep
that.
throner, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't have time.
Who has time for that? And again, you're committing to a whole change in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna go spend like weeks
Weeks.
doing nothing in my spare time but watching this just to be behind the.
Right.
You're still behind.
Just to understand
Someone
what
to tell you
you.
that's like, what? I knew about that one. I have a friend. We actually have a homeboy that's like crazy. He is a deep throner. 100%. Reads the books. He's all about
Renamed himself Jon Snow and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's wild. It's
Get over
wild.
it.
And like he's up everyone's ass about like, oh, did you see that episode? Well, yeah. Well, in the books, it went like this. He's one of those guys, and so like that's what's kind of keeping me away from them with that show. Because I don't want to be that dude like, damn, that scene was crazy. Well, this is what happened. Well, fuck off.
You don't want your asshole film to introduce you to your shows because that will fuck up the show for you.
Right.
I hate that. Just don't tell me about the show. Tell me you hate it, then I'll go watch it.
So yeah, let's just don't watch that either on shrooms. That sounds like a fucking terrible time.
Don't watch anything
You're gonna
on
be
shrooms.
thinking,
Really.
yeah. At the end of the day, I'm more of a music dude. Like I did shrooms before the last time driving up to Eugene. All I did, I played Doors over and over and over again. I probably played the same song 500 times in a row.
The music's over?
When the music's over, baby. When the music's fucking over. I played that shit over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I couldn't get enough of it. And I'd take a break, and then I went right back to it. I just kept screaming, "The rage! The rage!" That was probably the best trip I've ever had.
Sounds pretty bomb.
It was awesome. I was a fan. I had a great time. It switched over
I was
to
a fan.
Hey, it was a great time.
I was a fan of my good time.
Sometimes, guys, you just gotta reflect on a good time and be a fucking fan. You gotta fan out on your good time that you had.
And
I will say
I
this
feel like
about
people fail
shrooms.
to understand that.
Sometimes people overthink the shit by thinking about where they're gonna go. I just stayed at the crib. I locked myself in the crib. Sometimes you just gotta press your mind to that limit.
I agree with that. Sometimes, guys, you gotta press your mind with that limit. Now, we like to make sure that the folks out there in the land of Mary Jane are up on what's going on in the world of Warm Brew.
Yeah.
We take some pictures from your Instagram. You tell us the story behind the picture.
Oh,
You
okay.
ready to do this? So these pictures come up on the screen. I'll show you it over here too. I believe you guys are in New York, getting your East Coast on.
Oh, that's cats.
Cat's Delicatessen.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, yeah. We went there. That was in Queens.
I don't know where cats is.
In Houston.
It was in
Manhattan.
a certain
There it
place.
is.
in
Lower Manhattan.
Lower Manhattan.
I knew that.
Yep, Lower Manhattan.
Downtown, Lower
Yeah.
East Side.
That's where Lower East Side.
Yeah, no, that's when we had the, what's it called? Yeah, we got the fire pastrami sandwiches. And I believe one of the homies got a hat.
Dude, pastrami sandwiches in a hat. What more can you really ask for?
Not much.
I
Right.
love
mean-
a pastrami with the mustard.
Yeah, the
some
mustard.
cheese,
Crazy.
And some pickles.
Okay, guys. This is maybe a New York, LA type of question. Given that you've eaten Katz's, given that you guys are longtime LA residents, where's the real pastrami at?
People love to say Johnny Pastrami is the place. I mean, I feel like Johnny Pastrami was
There's a spot in
was fire when we were growing up.
Johnny Pastrami.
It's fire. When
There's
we
a
were growing
spot in Santa Monica called George's that has some good pastrami. They got good pastrami over there.
I never had
right
the
at their own
pastrami,
link.
no.
Oh, it's fire. We might have to go pick it up.
up. For sure.
But then what's that? Canners. Canners is pretty good,
Okay.
but it's not Cats. I'll
You're tipping the hat. You're
oh
saying
yeah,
Katz's got
Cats.
it.
They figured it out and they perfected it, and yeah, hands down, they got that one
That's
locked up.
Pastrami crown in the USA.
Yeah,
Katz's.
we have better fruit.
far
We
as
got
I'm concerned
better
right
fruit
now.
vendors though.
Better fruit vendors, guys.
Oh,
you
we're
take
talking
your
about fruit
pastrami and you
carts.
shove it. The fruit vendor game is where it's
Exactly,
at.
we locked
Fruit
that down.
carts.
Oh, easy.
Fruit
Taco
carts.
trucks.
And we, you know what?
Taco
And speaking
trucks,
of,
forget
let me
about
just
it.
say this now, so we get out the way. We went in on the fruit. We went on that racket, the fruit cart racket. I know it's probably dangerous people behind all this going on, but I went in because I feel like I spend money there. The prices are dropped from 7 to 6 to 5.
At the corner store fruit.
Just sometimes the ladies to do just giving cutting fruit, fresh fruit.
Well, I've been wondering that, like,
And I want to know what's behind that because there's a lot going on behind that. They're in places where you know that you can get them.
who's pimping these fools.
I don't want
Like,
I don't
who's-
want to go on record disrespecting these motherfuckers.
No, but like, who's no? I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but
Well,
like,
you're
really,
not.
it's like, who's the one giving them the fruit, and putting them on these corners? I've always wondered that because I see a gang of them.
I want
And
to
I'm like,
invest.
who's the person up top? Yeah,
I
who do
wouldn't
you
be
invest in?
surprised if LeBron got behind it, and now it's like, oh, LeBron's like at a fruit cart, like eating slicing fruit, and everyone's like,
Yeah,
oh my god.
But then that's when
I'd be so
But then that's
upset.
when there's gonna be white people selling fruit, and it's gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be nuts. I don't want white people fruit.
Where people in LeBron selling cutting your fruit really fucking slow.
Yeah, see, I don't have that. I don't need that.
I putting truffle oil on my shit.
Ah.
Truffle oil? That would be a violation.
Wait, have you seen these things? These people are grilling watermelons like they're hams.
It's a thing.
It's wild. Have you tried it?
I have not.
It looks crazy.
Are
Have you guys
interested in
tried
trying
it?
No.
I would eat grilled watermelon, I suppose.
That's not gonna kill you.
No, it's definitely
Yeah, I
not
would
going to kill
try
you.
it.
It could
I
be.
would try
It's
it.
an interesting experience. I mean, warm fruit doesn't instantly
That's
kind of
the
make me
thing
like
that gets me a
stoked.
little bit.
I feel like they're just doing it just to get that line on it.
Oh, they got the grill marks for sure, but like no, they are no. It's warm.
To be honest with you, grill marks do make shit look a little bit better.
Yeah, it looks tight. It looks like a honey baked ham, low key.
You could put grill mark on a human foot, and I'd be like,
Like a grill mark tattoo.
A grill mark tattoo.
wait, what's snitch poke?
Wait, what? What was it? It's The Office when Michael Scott steps on his George Foreman grill.
My cousin has he ran into a heater on his booty. He had like 3 marks.
Oh damn!
Kind of like grill
He's
mark.
got grill mark on his ass.
Shout out to Kevin. Kevin,
He got
you got a grill mark on the booty. I remember he was running out the shower.
Grill marks on the booty, guys. Well, if you had a grill mark on your booty, you'd probably want to get into the pool. Is this guy? What's going on here? There's some pools getting cleaned out here.
Oh, that's pretty simple. See, we were supposed to do a pool scene, and I didn't. I'm more of a person like if you want something done, do it yourself. So I was like, the pool's dirty. So I went in there and this is what I was wearing. I didn't get, and also the wife was there, and being a sexy pool boy, you just kind of had to do your job. So I was just cleaning it out, and we ended up doing some film. We ended up filming some stuff.
Of a clean ass pool.
Well, we filmed a video for Warm Brew. Then we filmed another video for her.
For her.
Mac.
For her.
Mac. Yeah, her Mac. Her Air Mac.
It's in the cloud.
Using
You
her
did
for
sexy
photo.
time.
Yeah, and then
And you got some
there's
grill
a
marks
picture
on it.
for homegirl who was doing photography that night. So there's three things going on. There's 3 pieces of content, three mediums. So, but I mean I'm pretty natural. I mean, if there's something here that I didn't like, I like to clean up.
Keeping things orderly, keeping things neat.
It clears the head.
It clears the head,
I
yeah,
feel
man.
like
It gives you the space to expand your thoughts.
That's bothering me right there.
Guys, we have a little bit of weed fragment here on the thing. We're neatening it up, though. We keep things clean here about that time. We keep it moving. We're chilling here with Warm Brew. Shout out Mary Jane. We have another picture from your Instagram. You guys are all dressed up here, throwing on some ties, making stuff happen. Tell us about what's going on.
Oh, that's a big Office Space fans, and we don't like printers and phones and all that shit. We don't like offices.
The 9 to 5.
It's bullshit.
So, how many jobs have you had? 9 to 5s. We say jobs. I mean,
A couple. I've had a few.
I had a lot before I turned 20. I had like 6 before I turned 20.
9 to 5s?
Yeah. Think about it. AMC.
No, but
Swimming
nigga, like a
pool.
9 to 5.
That's a 9 to 5. AMC. Vaughn's.
I guess it's the 8 hour. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like
yeah.
what those jobs are.
Yeah.
They're working for the company. AMC, Vaughn's, FoodYummy.com. Vector was a 9 to 5. I had a bunch of jobs, and that's what I'm.
Vector.
When I was young, my mom always said, "You're not gonna be the type of person to work for anyone else but yourself." That's his representation of how we all kind of live our lives. Plus, that's the type of shit I wear when I was bagging stuff in Vaughn's. You'd be the bagger, and you have to like wear an apron, but you have to wear this. You have to wear,
Yeah.
You have to wear that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the people that are bagging you like wear that type of shit.
Grocery store neckties. Sometimes it's a look.
And you gotta clean the fucking bathroom with that shit on too. It's a weird dynamic they got going on over
Yeah, it's like formal bathroom cleaning.
But you're like, because you're supposed to be in control of it. I worked at McDonald's, so I don't give a fuck what you did. I worked at motherfucking McDonald's.
You worked at Mickey D's.
Yeah, that shit was terrible. I saw someone get engaged there, though. That was pretty tight. At McDonald's. My shift lead married my manager, or got engaged to my manager at McDonald's.
That's
during
awesome.
break. It was crazy.
That's love.
It was, yeah, they hated me, though. Oh, it was
I would have probably hated you too if I was in love. I guess. I don't know.
No, but that made that McDonald's experience tight, but I fucking hated that.
I remember
place.
thinking
that was the worst.
I remember I was going to apply there, and I was like,
yeah.
I remember I was like, yo, I thought we were going to work together.
Nah.
We're going to be like colleagues.
McDonald's colleague.
I remember when they quit your job. We picked you up and
Never went back.
you never went back.
I didn't even quit.
I was so proud of you.
I've never formally quit a job. I've always just stopped
Just
showing
stop
up.
going.
That's the way to go
That's
about
the
it.
way to go about life.
And yeah, like
Just
I said
stop
before, we
showing
really
up.
just like Office Space.
So you'll know when I check out.
Now, there is a baseball bat that's involved in this whole scenario. Tell us more about the baseball bat.
They gave us bats to beat up the equipment.
Now, had you done that previously? Had you ever beat equipment up with a bat?
No, but it was.
Nah.
Oh, it was
I've gotten close.
crazy. It was crazy to like actually do that. Don't they have? They have like places.
Yeah.
Like therapeutic. Like
You like buy stuff and then you just beat the shit
See,
out of it.
that's- I
am
wanna
all
go-
for
I'm
it
all
now.
for that,
That's
for sure.
therapy right there.
Yeah.
I am all for that.
Yeah.
Because after hitting the printer with a baseball bat, I'm like, whoa, that was nice.
It's like a demon just left.
yeah,
the
it was.
fuse.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
like to hit something as hard as you possibly can is incredible.
Without hitting, injuring.
Yeah,
anyone.
just that was. Yeah. No, I'm not hitting people with bats. I promise.
They probably do that like Switzerland. We're the happiest countries. They probably do that a lot. To speed things up so they don't beat each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the
each other.
national health plan. You just get
We
to
need
break
to get
shit.
on it.
Yo, that belongs in therapy. I swear that would work for people.
Oh, it was a great feeling.
I don't want to get into, but there's a lot of violence in this country. I feel like that would take care of at least 30% of that.
Yeah. Chill on the
blame
violence,
rap.
guys. If
I
you-
blame rap too.
I blame rap music. It's
rap music, video games, the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do you need?
and
Who
the
else can we-
NBA and the NBA.
who else can
because
we
it's a lot of
blame?
black
Because
guys.
I'm down to blame everybody but myself. 'Cause I'm
Guys, let's all join together in passing the buck. Somebody else's fault
Yeah.
for damn sure.
Hey, no.
Nothing to do
Honestly,
with me.
can we just shake hands?
Yeah.
Anybody but yourself.
Hey, give it-
Pass the buck.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Pass that buck. Hey, there we go.
Come on.
off screen.
Pass the
We got
buck.
some bucks to
Bucks.
pass.
Pass
Jordan.
the buck. Jordan, pass the buck.
It's
Hey,
like at church, peace be with you. Just pass the
hashtag
buck.
anybody
Pass
but
the
us.
buck.
Anybody but us, guys. It's a movement. Check for it.
Not my fault.
Now, when you're pushing movements out there, you gotta do the homework. This is a picture, I believe, of you guys in the studio.
Yeah.
Do you guys like studio time? Is that what you look forward to?
I would say
That picture
I
looks-
guess if I'm listing the times I like, it starts with sexy time, studio time, bedtime,
Bedtime? Sleep time? No.
drink time. Drink time and smoke time flip off between 4 and 5, but sexy time is definitely at the top, and then studio time.
Okay,
I love
so it's-
studio time.
Okay, let's do it.
Better
Right.
than sexy time.
I love studio time just a little bit better than I like sexy time because studio time gets me sexy time.
Yeah, I feel.
It
I
leads
guess
me-
yeah,
it leads me to the sexy
They all
place.
bounce around a little bit in order.
I mean, you could. These things are in. You know, you could have some sex and rap about it in some interesting type of strain.
Well,
Should be
drink
actually
it.
tax deductible. That time you spend.
Yeah.
Because it's related to your
is.
work. It's related to your work. It should be a business-related
God.
expense.
Why didn't you even think of this?
Making money off of sexy time.
Call your accountant,
without
guys.
prostitution.
We've found
The
the
loophole.
ultimate loophole. This is the loophole
Sex.
everyone was looking for.
Yes.
Sex is tax deductible. We have decided, guys. We're shaking again. We're shaking.
We're not
again.
even lobbyists. We're just,
Yeah, we're
this
killing
is just
it right
America.
This is America, guys, and we are starting the movement that sex for all people should be
It's
tax
tax
deductible.
deductible. And stress free, it all mental health.
Yeah,
This is all stuff that should be taken off.
Free
taxes.
break stuff
It's an
centers.
important part. Free break stuff centers. Sex is tax deductible. Guys, I believe we have a political platform here.
Like,
Yeah,
yo.
I think we do have some traction. I think we can.
I do. There could be a movement that backs
And
us
we're-
on
and
that.
we're-
If I yelled out right now, sex is tax deductible, people will be like,
Yeah.
come here.
Everyone go out and
A woman
vote.
would be like, here, let me just jerk
That's-
you off real quick. 'Cause,
I need this change.
I need some of this
I
money.
need that tax return, dog.
It would be different. The landscape of life would be different. I'm so happy that you said that because
Yeah.
that may come up in conversations
Yeah.
that you're not even a part of.
I mean, it's important to pioneer political ideas, and
Yeah,
this could be
I
the
think
one that really unifies everyone.
We'd be the party.
Finally,
True. True. This is the only real party.
The only real party you need. We just figured out the ultimate loophole. Like, are you serious?
because it's
What are we gonna call this?
I don't know. It needs a powerful name, though,
Yeah, it needs
for sure.
like a big one.
A
It needs
slo-
a big
it needs
one.
a slogan.
Yeah,
It needs a
like
slogan.
Obamacare. Like, it needs something like that. What's the one we're just gonna punch people in the face with?
Yeah, it needs to be.
We have the slogan: "Sex is tax deductible."
I mean, maybe you just leave it.
I
at
think
that.
you just leave it at that
Yeah.
because that is
Hey,
this.
headliner. Hey,
If I heard that as a child, I'd be like,
Actually-
my mom's like, sex double. So
I'm gonna have to make an unfortunate point that sex is tax deductible. If you abbreviate it, it's called the STD movement. The sex is tax deductible movement is actually the STD movement.
Oh.
So
and now I feel like we're really talking about some shit.
yeah, there's
We're
another
really in
another
there.
layer at hand here, guys. We got to be sure that we.
I think we're
check all the
unraveling
boxes.
the fabric of this entire country
yeah, and then
right
we're
now.
gonna talk. It's gonna get into
True.
marriage. We don't want to get into
Sex
that.
is tax deductible.
Abortion, no, we're just going to leave it at sex. You guys figure the rest out.
Yeah, I think you guys got to
Brought
figure
to you
this
by
out.
Gin.
Thanks, Gin. Since whoever knows when, making it all work when it comes to the STD
Probably the
movement.
Chinese.
Yeah, agreed. Guys, you know how to hold it down in the studio. You also know how to hold it down on the stage. Here you guys are, rocking a party. What's going on?
So that's Nico G4 walking by Ray.
OPM.
OPM, that's Circo with a
Luke
Luke
Walton
Walton jersey.
Yeah.
And we are, it looks to be the Roxy.
That's the Roxy, yeah.
Tell me
That
about
was
playing the
against,
Roxy guys.
That was...
Well, playing the Rockies. Jeez, the Dodgers. That's a tough one. But the Roxy's tight. I think that's one of my favorite venues to perform at. It just got it has a feeling to it. Because you just know, like, where, like, people have been in there, and, like, they haven't really changed anything. So it's like, you know, it's like legends have walked through this entire place. And, like, you feel it in there.
Totally.
Like, there's this, like, little side bathroom that we always go into to do stuff. And, yeah. So we go in there and just, like, you just see, like, there's a big-ass door sticker. And it's just like, yeah. So it's like, man, so if Jim Morrison was in here doing the same stuff that niggas is doing in here, so it's just like, there's a legendary feeling to that place.
It's almost like going into, say, like a famous stadium.
Yeah.
Like a Shea Stadium or like a Boston.
Or a Dodger Stadium.
Or a Dodger Stadium. I mean, but they've made it really nice. Yeah, they made it really nice. But I think that looking at that reminds me of such a good time. I see how the smiles and shit. I'm gonna keep it real for him, man. I'm gonna be real. You know, that's a very nice moment for us. So
I like that. Very chill. Very chill. When you have a nice moment, you also like to make sure that you have good times, good food.
Yeah.
This next one seems to be a culinary exploration. This is, I believe, a hot Cheetos with chopsticks moment?
yeah. So the fingertips.
It's just like breaking down barriers, breaking down walls, you know what I mean? Build bridges, not walls.
Yeah.
Yo,
And we're
no
crossing
cheese
cultures.
on your fingers. The chopsticks were made for Cheeto eating.
I mean, because you can eat sushi without.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
feel
can, you know, soup, ramen. I mean, rice ramen, all types of stuff. But the Cheetos, you end up doing this, or you're like doing this, or you know, you're doing all types of stuff.
Red.
Chopstick, just pick it up, and you look cool while you're doing it. And
You should smoke joints
with chopsticks, I gotta get better with the chopsticks.
Hey,
I'm not as good with them.
a rubber band.
Yeah,
for you?
it's pretty simple and plain.
Oh,
Chopsticks make Cheeto eating a little bit more like classier.
Well, before I see, does anyone here put rubber bands on their chopsticks still?
I should. They don't be giving those out no more.
Oh man, I saw
People
this
laugh
dude,
at you and
I
shit.
saw this dude struggling
They, like,
with his chopsticks,
shame
and they
you.
put the rubber band on his thing. And this dude's like 50-something years old, and he just sank because he was way too proud to say he couldn't use chopsticks, and it was just I felt.
They try to like
horrible.
chopstick shame you because like as if like I was doing this.
That's
as
why
I
you're
was
just
a
going
child.
with your hands.
Like I wasn't born in 2000 when sushi's just like, oh, what do you mean? Like, like I can't remember the first time I ate sushi, but I remember you know, I grew up in the ghetto. Sushi, these places started popping up. Even the Chinese restaurants, they didn't really have chopsticks. Like niggas still using forks. So you know, I'm fairly new, but
You got it.
I got it. I'm a quick learner, as my resume may say.
Guys,
I'm a
quick
fast
learners here, chilling out, doing your thing. Don't try to trick them. They'll figure it out real fucking quick. He
will learn you.
The moral of the story here, guys. Don't try to pull some shit. Straight up. Guys, that was our Instagram segment. I feel like we're getting deep, going into the history. We also like to make sure that we know what's going on in the world. We have a segment we call Roll the News. We talk about some headlines from around the world.
Yeah,
Please.
let's do it.
Please get into it.
It's a pretty important day. Actually, I'm going to shout out the sponsors. Candy Pens, they make great vaporizers. Shout out to Swami Select, they make great cannabis from the up north. They help us bring us the whole show, including Roll the News.
Awesome.
It's a big week in the world of weed. Do you guys know what happened this week?
Canada.
Fucking Canada. They got their act together. They federally legalized
together.
weed.
They don't have enough weed.
They don't have enough weed because everyone's going to go to the store and just buy it. Like they were buying anything.
Yeah, so how is that going to work out? Are they gonna have it like CVS and like Walgreens and stuff?
It'll be a proprietary venue at which you're buying it. So like a state-controlled liquor store type of model.
Oh, I mean, sure.
Are there gonna be places in which they sell liquor and weed?
There should never be a place like that.
They could be maybe in proximity, but I don't know that the exact same store would sell both.
The liquor store owners are gonna invest in getting those things. They're gonna,
In proximity, it makes sense for both of them, I suppose. But I feel like that's just
put them next to like
no
McDonald's
need.
and shit.
It just becomes a gross thing.
I remember when Colorado legalized. I'm a Denver Bronco fan. When Colorado legalized for the first time, when they did it, Peyton Manning was he owned a bunch of Papa John's, and he said his business went up 300% after they legalized.
That's a lot. 300% is a lot.
That's what they call the pizza index, guys. You know what I mean? If you've been watching the pizza index, Canada is like, wrecking it on the pizza index right now.
Send all your pizza shops up there. Send everything you can. Send all, man. Cheetos should move up there.
I'm stoked for Canada.
They should
Cheetos with chopsticks, guys.
Chopstick.
They should be packaged
Chopsticks
together in like a little to-go bag.
A little chopstick.
It's a whole experience. This should be the Cheeto and chopsticks experience. You could even serve it. You could serve it almost. You could even serve it like in a sushi box. You guys, Cheetos in a sushi box with the chopsticks.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do this.
All right, guys.
We're gonna make it. Yeah, don't cut that out the segment. We're gonna.
No one heard that. No one heard that. But check for sushi with chopsticks. Not sushi. Cheetos with chopsticks.
Cheetos with chopsticks.
It's coming soon. It's coming soon because Canada's made cannabis legal.
Yeah, no, that really is awesome.
The people are so nice. They're gonna be awesome.
They're gonna be even more nice.
They're gonna treat. Oh, well, I'm saying on some real shit. I think they're gonna treat it. They're gonna go crazy.
Yeah, no, they're gonna be responsible.
Canada's gonna
be
responsible.
They got it right.
They're probably gonna. If we wreck it first, I will not. You know, we might. Some shit might fuck up. With
you know, like.
California is special because it's too many people.
Yeah.
To fuck it up.
I agree.
Canada.
Well, this first story from tonight: legal cannabis in Canada, day one, an explainer. Guess what's happening up there? People are able to get weed, but they can't get edibles, and they can't get concentrates.
That's weird.
But that's the opposite of what I kind of feel like it is.
No, that's
because the people.
So they didn't get it all the way together.
No, not yet, guys. It's going to take them at least another year before they really legalize everything. So isn't this the way these stories tend to go?
Because that's the way. Like, that's really like. Why? I feel like smoking weed is tight and shit, but it's like, for the
people
reasons of that people. Yeah, like my grandma, she smokes, but like it takes her a week to finish a joint. She just like hits the joint every now and then, but she's eating edibles all the time, and she loves it. She loves it. She's all about all that, like the lotions and all that stuff.
Same for my mom. Like, my mom has pain, and she's like, I don't want to smoke. But the people who really need it are the ones who like don't want to just sit there and smoke weed and just get faded. They want to do it to relieve pain, and you can take a gummy or all types of stuff or some chocolate to relieve your pain, and that sucks to hear. I didn't know that. That's a bummer. It feels like that's just for people niggas who just want to sit here and get faded, which is fine. Like it don't hurt nobody, but that's kind of sucks because it almost makes you feel like, man, I'm free healthcare, but
you can only buy kush.
You can only only smoke a backwood. So, mom.
So here, take this wood to the neck.
Yes. Relieve.
Your chest hurts. I tried it.
I don't know what to tell you, mom. Canada's a weird place.
Canada, you got to get a little more mom friendly.
Crossing the border
no
with
edibles.
like 3 pounds, and he's like, "Yeah, I got 3 pounds. What the fuck is that? Is that a fucking brownie?
He's like,
Is that a fucking brownie? Get the fuck off! Pull the fuck over, kid." That's terrible. And you get pulled over for having a gummy bear, but you have 3 pounds in your trunk.
Canada, you guys are too nice. Who was the person who was like,
Drake.
He was just, he's passive aggressive about the whole thing.
It was Drake.
Just like, like whatever.
It was for sure.
I'm
Drake.
sorry.
Come on. It was Drake.
It wasn't Drizzy.
No, it was.
He has nothing to do with the weed
It
laws
was Drake.
out there.
Nah, like it was him, dog.
But he says a song, I got brownies in my bag.
Nah, like he's not even about brownies. You don't get that shit, bro. Nah.
I got gummies in my leg. And Toronto.
That was a really good Drake impression, though. You should probably, save that for a special occasion, because I think you could break some hearts with that one. You won. That's winning right there.
Okay.
Anyway, Canada, you legalized cannabis. Congratulations to you. Sounds like there's still things to be figured out. So
you're on your way.
You're on your way.
Step in the right direction.
Major step.
Really happy
Now,
for you
now
guys.
you're being like now it's crazy because now it's just we're in hopes that we follow suit.
morally.
Obviously, it's gonna take a little while longer, but it's like Canada lead the way.
Go for it, Canada. We're down. Put on a triple fat goose and let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a second story from Canada because there's a lot going on there. Border officials now will allow entry to Canada's cannabis employees. There's been some disputes at the border over how the U.S. Customs Department is going to enforce people who work in the legal cannabis industry in Canada coming to the United States, given that it's a federally illegal drug. And the way that it looks like they're going to handle this going forward is to allow entry. Before they were threatening to not allow those people to enter the country at all.
To enter the U.S.
To enter the U.S.
And this is obviously with the assumption that they had weed on them.
Well, just because it's federally illegal here in the U.S.
And so, like, this is them crossing the border with weed,
And
or is it them just entering?
U.S. border, not
Or-
like a California border. It's
No. But is this them just trying to enter the country in general, or are they trying to enter the country with weed?
with weed. I would say
with weed. Oh,
Yeah.
then, I mean, I can see where the lines get a little blurred, but
Because people can just go to Canada and then try to come.
But I don't know. I mean, at this point, it's like, so. But what did you say their solution was? They're going to allow them to do
Yes.
it. Well, I mean, we are making huge strides in trying to get it legalized here in America. I mean, different states are popping up left and right, legalizing it, which is tight. But yeah, they should let them
Customs is
travel.
a funny thing, man.
Customs,
I don't know.
I mean, I just flew.
they're gonna
I just
be-
flew the other day with the quad from Portland to L.A. and it wasn't an issue. But I think it's just because both states are legal. I'm assuming because they didn't really sweat me on it at all. But I mean,
They didn't know you had it.
I don't know. I didn't do the
I don't
greatest
think-
job. Like I didn't try to hide it. I wasn't trying to be like an asshole. Like I'm stuffing
Yeah.
it into my nuts. Like I've done that too. And that's a terrible idea. That's an awful idea.
I think this is gonna be a wait and see approach, man.
Uh,
I don't know. I mean, the worst case scenario is like terrorism. You know, when it comes to like shipping things in and out of the country.
Agreed.
So-
But these are people who have legal jobs in
Right.
their country.
Well, I think
yeah,
I think
no.
that, but of course, I think that there's for sure a purpose, and it's just kind of it's gonna be case by case. You got these motherfuckers at the customs, and they gotta
Well-
be like educated on what.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if
I'm on the wait and see.
I don't
man.
know if terrorism is in any way tied to like.
Well, that's
to-
the
to-
worst case
to-
scenario.
Yeah, worst case.
Because you open up like we, you know,
But I
cartels.
don't know if they're gonna have like weed bombs planted.
No. Well,
No, I understand what you're
I
saying.
think you're using weed. I'm saying using weed as a.
You're thinking more of just the border in general.
Yeah, and just that's the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
True. It's important to have strong borders, but when you're unreasonably like
Yeah.
singling out these people
Yeah,
who
it's
have
like
legal
it's like
drugs
it's,
in the
it's
country,
as if like
Right.
yeah, like you're.
I think that if we are, I mean, dog, it takes these people to have the right, their hearts in the right places, and knowing that shit's legal. I don't know. It's gonna be weird in Washington.
it's going to be weird. It's going
All
to be
these
weird.
places.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, again, that was Roll the News. It's a big week for weed.
Yeah.
Canada is doing their thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're all thinking about here, and what we can do here to make things better.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we've checked in with the news. We've checked in what's going on with you guys. We also like to make sure we check in with the stars. We do something called Astrology time. So we kind of go into a different dimension. We break out the salt crystal lamp, just to make sure we get it
Shut
mystical.
off
We
the
change
lights,
the
baby.
lighting a little bit. We get interdimensional, and we do something called Astrology time. Now, one of you is a Taurus, and one of you is a Cancer.
Yeah.
So what I did is I looked at both of your charts. I pulled some sentences out of them, and I'm going to have you guys guess whose chart it's from.
Okay.
So it's an Astrology time. Whose chart is it edition? All right, guys, ready? This is Taurus or Cancer.
Astrology time.
Whose chart is it? Now, number 1 says siblings and other relatives seek them out to discuss problems.
Cancer. Me.
What do you think?
I would say Cancer. Yeah.
Okay, this chart is saying that's a Taurus, so that's okay. Disagreement here. There's some disagreement. There's a disagreement. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I gotta.
All right. Number 2. This is
You call my brothers.
I don't know. They're looking for you, bro. You're just shitting on them. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Number 2.
I'm sorry, Mark.
Sometimes drawn into relationships that challenge their life philosophy. Are you guys drawn? Which one of you is drawn to relationships?
Taurus.
Drawn to relationships that are fucking your head up.
I would say not. I would say neither of us, but I guess me.
Okay, that one was Cancer. That's
damn. Hey.
We are clashing here, guys, tonight. But
Maybe it's me getting at you.
Sometimes it happens.
My philosophy is.
Okay. Number 3, business-oriented and keeps an eye on the professional ladder. Which one of you guys is trying to get that money, keeping it business-oriented?
I would say that
Cancer.
It's him right now. He's doing it.
Okay, we have a little agreement on that one. That one was Cancer. That was Cancer.
Way.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
Good times.
Get that money, work hard, keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Keep it moving.
Or clean. Oh, I'll clean it for you.
Or clean it up.
Yeah, or get in your suit and you get in your little tie and get into the bathroom and
bond.
They clean that shit up.
Clean that shit up.
Okay. Number 4 says can benefit from eliminating all fast food from their diet. Does one of you guys have a fast food problem? Do you think fast food is keeping one of you guys back?
Is this like an actual from the stars?
This is really from the stars,
where?
guys.
Like
It
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
We did
It
your
doesn't
natal
matter.
chart.
Because
When did you guys have fast food?
Do Tauruses eat fast food? Do Cancers eat fast food?
It's
I
not
would say
about that.
Cancers.
It's about having a fast food problem. You
Yeah.
just have to think about yourself.
I'm
It's
thinking
not
about
about all
myself.
cancer. It's just
I'm thinking about when did you last? Because I had an out, but I had a protein. I put
protein.
lettuce on my shit.
Classic order. You gotta go protein style.
We about to have a pastrami sandwich today, though, so we about to get after it.
I
my
might
nigga.
share, but what about the
And-
salad? I had 2 salads on tour.
A chili
Ain't
cheese,
nobody
a
else
chili
has
cheese
salads.
salad?
A chili cheese salad.
Does that sound fire?
That sounds like here's the cancer.
Yeah, what's
Sounds
up?
Cancer.
Cancer, huh?
Okay, that one said Taurus.
Ah, my nigga, you love fast food.
Oh no!
No,
I love peanut butter.
Nigga, the star.
I love peanut. All he has to say in reply is, "I love peanut butter."
That's my only addiction.
He gets accused of liking fast food. His answer is, "I like peanut butter." That is the best answer I have ever heard. I love peanut butter.
It's in the stars, bro.
Okay, number 5 suffers from sleep disorders.
Oh, wow.
Guys, either of you have trouble sleeping?
I have some.
Yeah, he does.
I have bad trouble sleeping.
Guys, the chart literally couldn't be disagreeing with these guys more. This is a topsy-turvy day. It's a topsy-turvy
What's
time.
crazy is, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm such a competitive person, so I'm over here trying to outthink the thing. We're going in an order, and I'm like, nah, watch. I'm just gonna try and get this question. All right, you're going in. All right, but I'm getting stumped.
I am having trouble sleeping, so I
Yeah,
guess it was me. That's what my guess was.
We might have our birthdays wrong, dog.
I'm a Taurus for sure.
Yeah,
What are you?
I'm an Aries. We got a nice.
right
When is that?
Yeah, right before Taurus.
Right before Taurus.
Yeah,
Okay.
April.
April.
Okay.
Totally. All right, we've got one more. What I'm gonna say is maybe this one will actually. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the opposite
we're
right
one
now.
For 4.
1 for 4. Yeah. Well, here comes number 6. This is the last one from astrology.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we should have talked about astrology first. Do you guys ever read your horoscopes? Do you ever?
Sometimes I do just because, but I believe in some of the stuff that they say in general.
But one time it just got me it was 2 on the head. I was like, whoa, this is a trip. And then I got into numerology for a second because some girl I was fucking with was super into it.
So what's the girls that mess
It's
you up
always
about
the
it?
girls that get you.
They're like freak. She's always about it. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
you're just having a bad day. Like, this isn't about the chill out. It's always the girls who freak. Sometimes you're fucking with a girl who's way too into it.
Totally.
Whose Mercury's always in retrograde.
Or a guy
Remember,
who's just
that's true. Some people's Mercury is always in retrograde. Guys, speaking
slaves
of
Mercury.
speaking of chilling out, the last element of tonight's installment of Astrology Time, the one thing missing from their health regimen is a way to relax. Are you guys having trouble finding that chill?
Taurus.
Me? I
Yeah.
can't chill.
No, he's having trouble finding a way to relax. Missing from their health regimen. Gotta find a
masturbation.
No, I feel like I live a pretty stress-free life. Even when I am stressed, I find my way to get around it.
Good to have a meditation moment now and again.
We're trying to. So just guess Cancer. So one of us will get it right.
What's Cancer?
No, this is it's saying Taurus.
Oh, nigga, yeah. What? I went 2 for 5.
What am I doing wrong? I guess I sometimes I am stressed. Sometimes I am.
See, that's the thing I don't like about the astrology, because sometimes people like.
It's everybody.
Because then you try to fall into like the rhythm of what the thing says. Like, no, okay, all right, I'm supposed.
Well, I guess I am a little.
I'm supposed to be like that.
Well, I guess I am a little sad.
Because I'm a Cancer and I'm supposed to be like I am really reserved for the most part. But shit, I don't. I
You didn't want to be reserved today.
Yeah, I like the motherfucking talk. So like, I'm gonna have a good time.
And there's like week and daily things. There's week. There's months. Like,
where's your moon in?
That was today.
Where's your moon in, guys? Where that moon?
I don't know, but I know that I'm not.
Some girl came up to me. She's like, "Yeah, I'm a Pisces, but my moon is in the so and so." I'm like, "Wait, what? Your moon can be? We have our own personal moons."
See, I get all that's fine and dandy, but look, I'm not the one to go deep inside of it. I would allow somebody to tell me. Maybe it makes sense to me at that moment, but
that's just
I'll take it
like fractions and exponents, dog. That makes no sense to me.
I love being a Taurus, though.
Hey, no, I feel you.
You love being an Aries?
I love being an Aries. You got everyone out there. You should love yourself, love your sign. Give yourself a hug. You know what I mean? Like it's important. Give your friends a shake.
Handshake, yeah.
Yeah.
And you see that? It's the commitment to it. Let's get back to this.
Yeah, you got to own that.
Let's get back to this.
Guys, touch hands with someone important. Touch hands with someone that's worth touching hands with. Make it out there. Guys, we like to make sure before we end our episode that we give you guys a chance to just let people to know what they should be checking for on the horizon.
New content is out now. This is the now. We'll do the future in a second. New content's out now. We love it. I know that a lot of people like it. I want everyone to love it. We're on tour, the Win or Lose tour with Dom Kennedy, J305, Cos, and Nico G4. And late October to about mid-December across the nation, the continental U.S. And we have a lot of even newer content, I suppose, coming between me, Jamil, Cirque, and Ray Rack, who is not here, taking care of a
tooth issue.
A dentist appointment.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of that.
Take care of your teeth, guys. Everyone out there, brush your teeth. Make sure you floss at least once a day. Because you never know. You might end up not being able to make it to an episode of About That Time. And that would be heartbreaking for anyone.
And I think we're all excited about everything that's coming out between us. And I'm excited a little bit about America. We're going to vote in a second. I'm hoping
there's an election coming
up. Show the fuck up. Show out. I don't care if we got to pull up in your old schools, smoke a little, do whatever you got to do to make it look cool. I think that everyone should vote. And I'm stoked for everybody who I love because I've been praying for them. And,
Yeah. Shout out to those we love. Make sure you vote, guys. Check out Warm Brew's new music. It's fucking awesome. This has been About That Time. Thanks for checking in.
Christmas is coming up, too.
Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat.